Good morning and welcome, Howard, to the show. You are actually the world's fastest reader, according to Guinness Book of Records, back from 1990, a record that hasn't been broken yet. Back then, you read, how much was it, 80 pages per minute?
Yes, 80 to 90, depending on the number of words on the page.
It's so impressive. When did all of this fast reading begin for you?
I grew up in Brooklyn, and it's a place internationally now for people with good diction like myself. I found the safest place to play was the library because there were a lot of gangs, and gang kids don't go to libraries. They still don't go to libraries. You ever been in a bookstore or library and felt threatened? It won't happen. So I read a lot. I read well. I read books on physics and mythology when I was 7 or 8. By the time I was 12 years old in 6th grade, I was at the college level. And then I went to university, went to State University, New York, Binghamton, majored in bio. In my junior year, I got interested in the brain and decided to do a 4-year psych program in 1 year. The dean said, you can't, you're not smart enough. You have to do 6 science courses at the same time. And that's when I realized they don't teach you how to learn at work or school. And I learned the secret for learning in school and got up to 80 pages a minute and got an 800 on the graduate record exam in biology by reading 48 books in 3 nights, like cytology and cell physiology. And now I teach it. And I'm really excited to see people as young as 9 learn it and as old as 94.
And this technique, you're going to actually try to learn us a little bit about this technique later. But did you teach it to yourself?
Yes. And everyone watching it is going to get about 10-20% faster while we're on the air.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Howard, allow me to test you. Would that be okay?
Sure.
All right, listen.
My owl glasses
I got this book. We're not going to test you in Danish, but this is a Danish book about Danish history. It's called En fortælling om Danmark i det 20. århundrede.
I read it.
You didn't read it. You actually read like 30,000 books in your whole life.
Yes, I have.
This is one of those you
not
did
one
read.
of them. This will be 30,001.
I got 20 pages from this book in English.
Perfect.
And I'm going to ask you to read these 20 pages.
Okay.
And we're going to watch out for how long time you will spend reading these 20 pages on Denmark in the Cold War. Is that okay?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
I'm still jet lagged, but I think I can do it. Okay.
Have fun.
Okay, let's just first get the pages so they turn.
Okay.
That's the first thing you need. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So,
Right after.
I mean, it looks crazy, but okay, tell me please, what did you read?
Well, in 1945, the Communist Party had an edge in the elections, and there was a big concern over Denmark going communist, particularly in the Cold War. And the U.S. was increasing its presence in Greenland at the time because it was so close to Russia, and Denmark was a strategically located country, and the Marshall Plan was critical and tipping it more towards the West instead of towards the Russian.
Howard, I believe you. You actually read these 20 pages.
Yes.
Do you keep all the details, or is it I mean, how much?
You could ask me 10 years from now, I'd still remember it.
And I mean, in your life, you're 65 years old. You've read
Yes.
more than 30,000 books. I mean,
Yes.
it's more than a book per day in average ever since the day you were born. How do you actually store all of this information, or
Yes.
do you tend to forget some of it?
Well, you don't want to remember all of it. One of the keys in learning is knowing what's important. Most people spend too much time focusing on irrelevant information, and they don't have the time they need to learn relevant information. One of the first things I teach in my program is, what is it you need to know? And if you're a student, it's the answers to the questions on the test. Not what's in the book, but what's on the test is what's important. If you know that, you get an A. If you don't, you don't get an A. In business, it's knowing what the customers and clients and the people running the company need you to know. And so we spend so much time learning, but it's not really learning. We measure learning by how many hours we read or how many pages we read instead of what we actually understand and able to use. Much more important.
Could you teach me some of your technique
Sure.
right here, right now?
Absolutely.
So what do I have to do?
Well, why do we read slowly? When we're in a car, we're going 70 miles an hour, and we're reading front, back, left, and right. No problem. The reason we read faster in a car when we read the road than in a book at 200 words a minute, which is the mode, is in a car, we see a movie. Everything is like a picture, and you're picturing in your imagination where everybody is. In a book, you're reading one word at a time. You're literally hearing with your eyes.
Please do.
Okay.
Maybe what we mark over there.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to do
Okay, the Trump people are saying that we're going to have like 3% growth or better, but the economists are looking at it and say it's going to be like 2.4% or possibly even lower. They see a great slowdown in the economy, which is going to contradict that tax cut, which was supposed to pay for itself with this expansion of the economy, and saying, no, that's not going to happen. It's going to be like 2.4 or less, and they were projecting 3 and 4%. And now they're saying that's not going to happen, and that's what that article is about.
Wow. To my understanding, I thought exactly you want to read the nation's business. It's not that kind of thing. But
That's why they read so slowly. They're hearing one word at a time.
I do wrap up. You wrap up things and...
I'll give you a secret.
Please.
When I read to learn, I did a graduate course in educational psychology in 7 hours, 5-month course.
Goodness.
I read the book 4 times. The test was 6 hours. In 50 minutes, I got a B+ in graduate school. In 7 hours and 50 minutes. Here's the secret. First I read I'm just going to demonstrate. I can't read in Thai, but I'm reading like this fast.
Just like that?
Just like that. And what I'm doing is, what's in here? What's it about? What do I need to learn? How can it help me? Now I go back and I read it fast, but not that fast, and I mark off, I need to know this, I don't know this.
You have to better, sometimes you have to have better food.
I teach how to do it.
Nourishing food.
It's not the food. I mean, do I look like I'm eating? No one stops me and says, is he anorexic? No, I eat.
Well, at least nourishing, because we do, because the Thai people say they have a better brain.
Come to my program. I will double your learning rate in that one day, and Dave will show you how to remember. Come as our guest.
Okay.
And see for yourself.
Okay.
Experience it.
Interesting,
You'll see. You learn all the time for your show. It'll make everything you do easier.